Hey everybody, Sandmiran here, welcome back to the game. So we're gonna move with the campaign where we left it last time, which means yesterday. So as you can see, the last thing that happened is that the giant has been provoked. We have triggered Article 5 and we are at war now, let's check again, with the United Arab Emirates. I'm not sure how we got into this, but it's in there we got into this. Which are around here. They're gonna call perhaps these guys as well. We'll see about that. I mean Saudi Arabia. And last time we managed to take out Sudan. So it seems that Iraq and Iran would like to join the wars. I mean Syria. Of course we're not gonna let that happen just yet. I'm also gonna have to keep an eye on elections. We're gonna have an election. I want to get these guys get elected. We're also strengthening the infantry training now. So now let's see what's gonna come out with this war. If something's gonna happen. No, they didn't join. Yeah, they joined actually though. Saudi Arabia joined. Now we're gonna have to be careful. Let's see. They are only at war with the European Union. And we don't have a common border with them right here. So it's gonna be difficult. I mean, we're gonna have to invade them. Now let's see if we can. So they got 100 divisions or so, 110 divisions. This is of course a lot. It's not going to be easy. And let's see with whom are we at war basically. So only with Emirates and Saudi Arabia. In order to invade Saudi Arabia, we could send a lot of troops down here at this border. Of course, it's also possible. No, actually, Kuwait join our alliance. We could call them to arms, but they're not gonna accept it yet. They'll accept it at one time, but not yet. So we could have them, Iraq, for example, join the war. They're gonna definitely accept it simply because they are our puppet states. So they're gonna accept it no matter what. Pretty sure about that. They got 8 divisions. And we're gonna also ask for Palestine or Israel to do this. I'm not sure they can do this. And then let's see what's going on with Yemen. Yemen made peace. Oman is also gonna join their allies and these guys as well. So the question is, what are we gonna do with Saudi Arabia? We don't have any other common border. But we have the fleets that are being active, and we're gonna send even more fleets down here. In the Persian Gulf. This is an Iranian force, I think. We can also upgrade some of the guys, but we don't have anything now to do that. Let's see, this guy is operating already in Eastern Mediterranean. This one is docked in Schleswig-Holstein. So we're gonna send this dude here. Take care of these 2 regions, Gulf of Aden and Arabian Sea as well. We're gonna send this guy here to take care of the Arabian Sea, and we'd also send this guy with 34, which is docked in Dalmatia, also take care of the Arabian Sea, because there are a lot of important routes down here, and we want that to be done. And we also might have some air force, I think, active right here in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. I'm not gonna make use of any other air force right now. Right, so our only chance to attack would be if you're gonna invade through Iraq, or whatever you want to call it. There are no any other possibilities. I don't have alliance with Yemen. We don't have alliance with Oman. As you can see, they are in whole Arabian alliance all together here. So this is going to be difficult, right? Very difficult. Right, and we got a lot of troops that are not doing anything. So I'm thinking that we should send these dudes here. Because it doesn't seem that there's gonna be any danger. We got these guys, I think they're gonna arrive at the border with Sudan in the south. And we got the Marines, with whom we could launch an attack possibly. In Saudi Arabia and Jeddah to take Mecca and some other territories. Very short, very fast. Basically only here where they got a port and then expand further. So we're gonna definitely do that. And with this dude, I would take this dude out and send him. We could also take this army here. Actually, they are defending that area. No, they got actually a very important role here. But we could still take them out and send them to the Iraqi border. Even if we're gonna have a risk that they would invade us. Maybe I shouldn't do that just now. I shouldn't just use them. We also got the other marine unit that are not doing anything, just defending northern France. The problem is that I would also launch another invasion with them, but as you can see, we still got some troops that would not take part in this invasion. So it seems that this is not going to be a good thing. Yeah, so I think that we're gonna have to do something else here. I think the best idea is to get these guys out, because I think the chances that the Saudis will invade us right here is going to be very small. Here we don't know, our ships are on the way, but here, as you can see, they got actually no, and they are totally with us. We're gonna keep it that way, and I think I'm gonna call Iraq into our offensive. I think this might help if we're gonna call Iraq. Because we don't have any other common border with Saudi Arabia. The only way we attack them is gonna be through a invasion. I mean, through a maritime invasion, marine invasion or so. Right. So let's see if you're gonna really want to do that. Saudi Arabia has joined Emirates. I don't really have a plan right now except launching some invasions, because otherwise they're gonna send, of course, a lot of troops. They got 100 divisions, 120 or so max. They have depression, but they have negligible corruption. And how are we doing with spies? I'm just trying to avoid the subject. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, China. In 89 days. Right, we could also go on here and try to break their cybersecurity as well. What about this guys? What does this guy do? Operating Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Eastern Mediterranean. Yeah, they have a lot of missions down here. Do we have enough fuel for all these missions? Country day consumption 132,000. Well, we don't have enough fuel. But frankly, I was hoping that we're gonna buy more. Let's see if you're buying more. Yes, I think we have a lot of fossil fuel. We could buy, of course, even more from the United States. Now, of course, this is going to cost us a lot of... we're gonna have even more fuel, but this is going to cost us a lot of factories. Although we do have a lot of factories. Maybe we can buy a lot of fuel without any trouble or problem. So we got VLS, surface attack, missile defense. That's good. I think we're done here. As you can see, there's nothing else left to research. We could move on with landing craft AI systems. It's gonna decrease invasion preparation time. However, invasion defense is going to increase. Troop convoy requirements minus 50% and amphibious invasion speed 5%. So there's gonna be a nice update that we're gonna make, but just not yet. Let's just upgrade something in this area, because I think that we have a lot to upgrade. It's gonna take only 200 days. So 253 days. I think this battleship hull would be good. This is gonna be 2020 battleship hull. We are 2028, so yeah, let's go on with that. And all of a sudden, we also have... Oh, we have incoming raids in Egypt, but we're gonna repair all this stuff like very fast. Enemy raids executed. Yeah, they're gonna execute a lot of raids, I know that. Let's see, we have strengthened our infantry training. That is also a positive thing, I guess. Strengthening the infantry is also a positive thing. Right, let's go on with the last mobile warfare doctrine. This is going to modify attack army speed with 5%. Very important stuff. And let's see what the enemy will do next. I think that the Americans are having military bases as well as Pakistan. And Canada 2. Saudi demographics. Monthly population 40%. Foreign procurement. Tax cost factor. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Joint GCC ventures. Kaleji. Moderate liberal society. Regional power. Birthplace of Wahhabism. Gulf Cooperation Council. Arab League member. But I'm not sure what bonus this will bring them. Joint oil extraction. Indeed, they have massive oil bonuses. They got anywhere a lot of oil. Saudi Arabia, it's a rich country. It's interesting to play with it, honestly. Many nations would like to join our war. We're not going to let that happen just yet. I'm going to try an invasion with the Marines, and from here we're going to try to break them very fast. Together with this army, it's going to be the backbone of our invasion. I hope it's going to work. And let's see, Sudan joined the war? No, not yet, but I think they will. They might. They are sending some ships down here. They don't have any ships down here. And here they're gonna start sending some ships. We have demined the region. We also demined Eastern Mediterranean from Egyptians. The Egyptians laid a lot of mines on Eastern Mediterranean. It was very difficult. But now they're a puppet state of Italy. And Italy is a member of NATO. We could request a military aid. We could also request, hang on a second, what's that? Granada from Russia, which seems to be a new communist Russia. Nationalist Bolshevik Party, nationalist outlook. They still got so many bonuses. Financial collapse, except that. We could request some force, they got 15 divisions. Now, this is going to cost us more. It's going to increase the cost for our armies. You can see we're already losing money and stuff here, but we got still enough. And in China, it seems that we gain a bonus for all internet technology. And now we can go and steal even more stuff from China. Yeah, that would be the plan. Let's see, when are we going to be able to launch the invasion? In another 18 days. And these guys are moving at the border with Sudan before Sudan are going to attack us. And let's see, we don't have any other messages. The base is in very low supply in Iraq. Frankly, this doesn't really matter too much to me. As long as we're having here the upper hand in the Gulf area, we're gonna be fine. We're also gonna upgrade this area. But first we're gonna have to repair the damages caused by Saudi raids. Request a larger budget. We're gonna accept this because auto-influencer in Iran and Vatican City. So we're not making too much political power right now because of that. And you see the administrative spending is also lower. This is not good because this is important, but unfortunately we cannot change it now. Yeah, we're losing a lot of money because of that. Now we're gonna have to print money again, although I don't want to do this. Productivity is 3,000 and war productivity 2,300, so we got a lot of productivity. We're doing fine. Italians have arrived. These guys did not join yet. We're gonna be announced when they're gonna join the battle, when other guys are gonna join the battle. And we can build, of course, some infrastructure here in Iraq, because, and also here. I mean, look at this. Do we have territories where we have zero infrastructure and we cannot update it? Eastern Desert is not impassable, and it is impassable. Yeah, let's just build some stuff here. We're just gonna need this. And also in Iraq, especially where they got only one infrastructure. This is pathetic. One infrastructure. And it's just way too little. Also in Syria and in Iran. And especially on our territories, right? Come on, we're gonna have to be able to upgrade this as well. 2, I mean 2 is something else, but 1 is just really not enough. And we could also upgrade in this area, which is also our area. In Crimea, infrastructure is only 1. In Smolensk. And in Murmansk, because this is also our territory. It's not only Russian territory. It's a territory that we have. Alright. That is enough now. Let's go on with our campaign. 5 days left. In December 2028. So there has been no invasion yet. They could, however, come and take Abu Masa, which is our territory now. I hope this is not going to happen. I'm gonna rely only on our marines. We're gonna risk them. Oman has also joined, right? Yeah, they have also joined, so not gonna have to take all of Arabia. Not sure how we're doing with ships. Where are our ships? I sent so many ships. Okay, so they are already patrolling and they are on their way. Now we're losing a lot of fuel, but we're also buying a lot of fuel from the Americans. And basically, we can buy even more fuel if you want to. We're having 700. We daily gain 135,000, but we're consuming 160,000 because of our ships. So we can buy a lot. Let's buy from Russia, for example. Now, as you can see, we're gonna have even more fuel down here. We're gonna make daily gain 457, and we're gonna have less factories because most of our factories are busy buying fuel from Russia. But this is how it is. We cannot change this. Nothing can be changed. Now, these guys are part of NATO. They are not their allies. With call to arms, they would accept. Maybe we will accept it as well, because no one else is at war with these guys. We are at war with all of them. With Emirates, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, all of them. All of Arabia. Except Yemen, of course. Yemen seem to be neutral. This is good. We could guarantee their independence. We're not going to do this just yet. So our troops are in place. Except Sudan. Sudan is also not at war. Propose mutual investment. Is it that we are basically losing a lot of money here? Minus 118 billion per day. This is a lot. This war costs a lot. But look, this is how in real life is. Every war is very costly. For example, for Putin, war in Ukraine is very costly. He pays a big price, but he's somehow managing to do it for since a long time, and he's gonna manage to do it for a long time, perhaps. But it's very costly, nevertheless. Also, the American invasion in Afghanistan and Iraq, and also the occupation was very, very costly for them. And we're ready to launch our invasion here. Now, as you can see, we have the upper hand. Also in the Gulf area. Here we got only 2 ships. We could also launch another invasion here, for example. And then move forward through the desert. Open up new front lines will be actually my objective. Let's see, we can activate that. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. And as you can see, we're gonna take it right away. And we did. Now, what I want to do is to send these guys down here and put up a new front line in this area. And with the Marines, we're just gonna stay where we are. However, we're gonna stay where we are. They're gonna send a lot of troops. I'm gonna stay where we are because I want to keep this port. I don't want to move the Marines. I want to keep them, let them be here. Let's see if this will work. So we're just gonna send them out over there, and we're gonna send them over there. We're gonna have to keep them busy until our reinforcements will arrive. When our reinforcements will be here, then we're gonna be able to launch an attack. Now, as you can see, the Saudi already is sending troops down there. So it seems that it's not gonna work. Yes, actually it did work. And actually, yes, our troops were gonna move forward. This is the same thing that we will do. Let's see if we're gonna breach their defenses, because we have indeed very, very powerful forces here. Our Marines are the best forces that this campaign has ever seen in its history. I mean, take a look at this. We got 14,000 men in such a Marine division. Marine Commando Battalion. These are huge battalions. It's like one battalion is the size of a division. Can you believe that? And we also got some crazy Italian tanks here, the Ariete 2, as well as the last German tanks, the KF-51, that are not yet in use by the Bundeswehr. We also got the Lynx and a few IFVs from Arabian type, some self-propelled AA, we're using that as well, some British anti-tank units, and of course small arms, German origin mostly, but not only. As you can see, also Romanian, French, even Arabian, and some helicopters, transport helicopters. The Wildcat. Yeah, it's looking great until now, but let's see if we're gonna be able to keep up with this pace here. Let's see if we're gonna be able to move forward a little bit. That would be really awesome. Now, we're gonna try to push them back a little bit. Maybe we're gonna be able to capture another port. That would be somehow interesting. So I'm gonna take these 6 Marines and we're gonna try to attack, to try to move forward. And the troops have arrived. We're gonna launch an offensive right away without any hesitation, because we're gonna have to expand as fast as possible with our troops and with our Marines. Now at this point I can take the Marines out and try to launch another invasion. I think that I will of course do. There is also, the war here has not started yet. Let me just take the Marines, I'm gonna need them. Let's see. We could launch an attack. Of course, here is directly in Muscat, which I know is very well defended. But we can do this. I rely a lot on our Marines. Our Marines are the best troops that the world has ever seen. Now we're gonna send them out of there. And we're gonna keep this guy will fight on its own. But I'm pretty sure that he's gonna do a good job and he's gonna be able to move forward. Now, as you can see, we are able to move forward. Some of the Arabians are taking massive attrition. I don't understand why. We're also taking attrition. We're fighting in the middle of the Arabian desert. It's going to be difficult to move forward, but we will try to move forward as much as we can. Georgia would like a trade agreement. We are being able to push them back a little bit. We have captured a very important territory from the Arabians, and the Arabians, they really don't have such a big power. As you can see, we are able to defend their attacks against their attacks. Our Marines are also moving out of here. Now, I could send some troops to defend this area, but frankly, I do not know who shall I send. Let's see what I got. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna send this dude here. Just to defend all this area. Not sure they're gonna move. Not all of them will move because of supply situation. But we're gonna have some of them that will definitely move. And our troops are able to keep advancing. That's why I'm gonna let them attack even farther. Our influence in Iran is growing. And I'm gonna stop our influence in Iran because I think we got enough. That's what we got here. Yeah, we could reduce autonomy in Iran. Of course, I'm gonna do that. But frankly, I want to stop their influence because we will need... We are already in January 2029. We're gonna need more popularity for this alliance here. That is very important. What is Iran? Alright, let's just stop it. Okay, so I think we're not gonna influence them right now. We are gonna see how we're not gonna lose a month for nothing. So. And our troops are moving into position, so they're gonna have 14 days. We're gonna launch a new invasion here. This is gonna weaken them a lot. Well, take a look how many divisions they got here, because we have common border. Right, so our troops are still advancing. That is good to see. I'm just gonna push them back a little bit. Has struck Egypt. I don't care, honestly. Yeah, we don't really even have any air support, but we are doing better. Advanced wind turbine controls, more renewable energy. That is good. That is good. Let's go on. Let's move on. Oh, we have 208 army experience because we cannot upgrade anything else. Which means we can also use our army experience right now. Good to know. But we don't need this just yet. Alright, what about here? No, it seems that we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Ah, what can we do here? Destroyer hull. We got new type of ships down here. And the submarine. The cruiser hull, I think, is going to be more important on 62 days. So let's go on that. And we're not building anything. Just repairing some stuff. And we're making more political power. That is very important. I'm not gonna use our political power anywhere. We're just gonna have to wait now. And our troops are moving forward. If you're gonna launch the invasion in 11 days on the other side, we're gonna be stronger now. As you can see, they have brought up so many divisions here. We're gonna have to fight against so many Saudi Arabian divisions. The Saudis are being supported by Jordan, by Pakistan, Morocco, and United Arab Emirates. They are very powerful. Why are these guys not attacking down here? What the bloody hell are they waiting for? They're waiting for me to come and tell them that they should attack. No, they just go there. Here we cannot attack. They are very, very powerful. Possibly their new capital has moved, but this is an important region. And this is the border with Yemen, which is independent, is not part of the war. Let's see if we're gonna break through a little bit up in the northern, in these mountains. It seems that this will move very fast. They're also taking attrition. Doesn't look very good for the Arabians now. And we're moving forward with a very fast pace towards another important Arabian town. Our guys are moving forward all over the place. I'm not sure this is a good thing. They also try to break here, but they're gonna make it through in this area. And this is important as well. Look at them, they're gonna be encircled now. They could be encircled. Why don't you move back? Hang on a second. Things are happening too fast on 9th of January. I thought that other nations managed to enter the war. Our guys are advancing like crazy. Look at them, they have almost reached the eastern coast down here where we are trying to invade. But we're gonna still have to wait 6 more days. And we're losing a bunch of money, a huge amount of money. They are trying to encircle our 2 units down here. I was certain that they're gonna do this. I knew that this is gonna happen. Right, they are attacking here. No, they are attacking there. They have also Marine Division attacking our 3 divisions with special forces and so on. But we're moving forward. That's incredible. No one can stop the European Union nation. Mobile warfare doctrine. So, mobile warfare doctrine. Well, where are we? Where are we? Here. Right, as you can see, the next bonuses when you're gonna research will be rapid armor deployment. Is gonna give us 5% more bonus for Bundeswehr for training time. More training time, but more armor speed. Then updated mechanized units. More defense for mechanized units. And training time, 10% even more. Specialized infantry units. Cold acclimatization, attrition by 5. Specialized infantry. They should have actually less attrition. I think this is about less attrition. And then global intervention strategy. Replace global intervention with new imperialism. Modifies planning time for Bundeswehr by 2%. Modifies terrain penalty reduction. Terrain penalty reduction for Bundeswehr by 3%. Up to global crisis management. The balanced army and army development. Post-unification trouble with defensive army. But I think that we got rid of post-unification trouble anyway. We should also look here at global interventionism and high seas training, because after that we're gonna move on all to modernize shipyards, Constantinople sea defense. It's gonna be all about defense. But now I want to move forward here. There's still a lot to be done in this area. Now in this area I would like to move down in this field with the Deutsche Bahn. Can give us a lot of bonuses. But I want to do something else now. Why can't we go with that? Real steel. Alright. Yeah, let's go with Bergbau in Deutschland. Let's go with the expand the oil and gas sector and all this stuff. These two things, let's move on with them. We're gonna need them as well. It's gonna give us some bonuses on excavation tech. Back to invasion. I think the most important thing is what's going on down here, because they are counterattacking now relentlessly. And we are still able to move forward. We also are bringing up this guy here. At least some divisions are on their way towards Arabia in order to try to defend the newly conquered territory. They are desperate to attack. We are also desperate to attack, but it doesn't say that we're doing something just now. Maybe we should stop our advancement for now and wait for reinforcements. One more day. Okay, we're gonna be able to launch a new invasion here. Gonna have to be prepared for it. We're ready to launch it. Let's go on. Yeah, they got only one division, so we're gonna take their capital. Basically, they might actually surrender if you're gonna take the next settlement. They're desperate to attack. Okay, so we took it. I think they might actually surrender. We're gonna need, of course, another army in order to continue our offensive down here. It says that this guy could launch a new attack. They are doing good, but they are taking some attrition. And they are counterattacking. They have actually counterattacked a lot. Thank God that they managed to arrive here with some of our troops down here. Now we could launch an attack and drive them back now. Right, so they're not going to be able to beat us again. This territory will be ours. I'm going to have to be careful here, because they're going to try to pull us back. These guys didn't abandon their campaign as I thought. We're talking about Oman. Yeah, this is Oman. And I'm going to have to send another army if you want to do something good down here. Now let me see which army can we send. We got enough troops to send anyway. These guys are moving anyway. I'm gonna send this dude here. I just hope that he's gonna be able to arrive. I'm gonna launch an offensive all the way up in this area in order to completely destroy Oman. And I'm gonna launch another invasion here in Adria, but of course I'm gonna have to wait for them to arrive. Now let's see if you're gonna manage to keep this territory here, because it doesn't really seem to be that way. First of all, let's just take this territory, try to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, they're attacking like crazy. But this is where we might be able to advance and grab some more territory. I don't know, are they even moving? Oh, they are on their way. This is good. What are these guys doing here? They are counter-attacking us. Oh man, they are counter-attacking us relentlessly. It doesn't look good at all. We are being pulled back here. So I don't think they're gonna invade. I'm just gonna take the risk, and I'm gonna send this guy also at the border in order to defend all over the place, because otherwise it's just not gonna look very good. And we should attack with them right here in the southern. Right, because we're gonna need to defend here. We cannot be pulled back here. That would be a shame. Now, as you can see, in many situations they're attacking, but they're not doing anything. Right, let's see what is gonna happen here. We could move forward here anyway. These guys will stay there. No, you should just move forward and attack in the south. Try to also capture this territory if you can. They could attack the port. If they're gonna take the port, we're gonna have some real trouble. But we'll see. Monthly auto influencer on Vatican, although it doesn't bring anything. And I have to be careful because soon we will have elections. We're gonna continue our offensive on China, that is alright. Yeah, but they're not attacking the port. I mean, in fact, it seems that they got no chance at all, and we managed to pull them back. We could also take this. Hang on a second, I'm gonna just do it right away. But not with all of them, only with 4 of them. I'm gonna try to take this airport. Go ahead and take it, just don't waste time. Cut the crap and take the airport. And we got the first troops that are arriving. Now we could launch an attack on them down here and pull them back, but they got so many divisions here. However, it's gonna be important because we also got a radar. They got, of course, a lot of divisions. I think I'm gonna take the risk because you also got the reinforcements that are arriving anyway, and we're gonna attack with all these dudes here. No, actually, not with all of them. Yeah, it's gonna actually work good because we're taking. They are being completely annihilated. I don't understand how is that the war works so well. They have sent so many divisions, but we are the one to attack. And here it seems that everything has come to a halt, to a standstill. It doesn't seem that they are able to do anything. In fact, it seems that we're gonna be able to launch a new offensive against them. Important is that they're not gonna invade us here, because if they're gonna invade, we got only 1 port to sustain all this. We don't have 2 ports. Of course, this port is also destroyed. Is level 2. Okay, whatever. Let's see. As I said, I want to take our marines and I want to launch a new invasion in Adawa immediately. They got many divisions, but we could take them. We could also launch an offensive here. This is gonna make the situation even better, actually, in here. That means I'm gonna have to take the marines, but I'm gonna have to wait until reinforcements will arrive, and then we're gonna do something else. Alright, I think the marines can leave now. The guys are actually... Wait, first of all I'm gonna leave with the marines, and then we're gonna do something else. Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to defend here. Gonna launch an attack from here in here. So the marines will leave now, and I hope that the guys here will be able to defend. Yeah, they are in good position. I don't think that they have a lot of divisions. They could crush us completely. I hope this is not going to happen. Okay, and oh, it seems that they're gonna pull us back here. They could pull us back and take the port. So somehow I'm gonna have to stop this. Since the AI is not doing anything, No, they is sending some troops here, actually. They're attacking, but it doesn't seem that they can do something. It's gonna take 4 days already. And they are counterattacking with a lot of troops. And this is a big attack. But luckily, we're able to defend against them. We're just entrenched and we're waiting. This guy doesn't seem that he can arrive and do something. Of course, we could launch another invasion down here and break them even more, but if we're gonna invade here and advance a little bit with our marines, they're gonna be perhaps encircled. And we're gonna win this war only for ourselves. We can also have some more puppet states, but I'm not quite sure that we need this. So we've lost 34,000 men. This is enormous, but they're losing even more. They're attacking with 1 division. What chance do they have? They're gonna attack with only 1 division. 0 chances. Another 10 days to resist here. They still think that they can break here through our tank divisions. Yeah, they are somehow breaking us. They're taking only with tank divisions. But they're not doing too much. That is the truth. Their tank divisions are very powerful. But so are ours. Now, we could try to advance a little bit anyway. In a few places. I mean, why not? In Tobruk, for example, we can try to advance as well. Isn't that we're gonna pull them back here? They have lost so many men, and we're gonna take another town, basically. This is going to be absolutely extraordinary. Very important. Very, very important. So, we could launch another attack then. Here they got 5 divisions. Here they got a few. So, here is very easy to launch an attack. Gonna take only 2 divisions. And we're gonna move forward. As you can see, we are able to move forward anyway. I mean, even if we're gonna only attack a little bit. 2 infantry divisions. Since they're gonna pull us back here, they brought so many troops. And it looks like they have pulled us back. Okay, so let's see if we can advance there. In fact, it says that we could advance everywhere, but we're not gonna advance everywhere. I just want to make this very careful, very calculated. Let's try to encircle these 2 units up there, see if it's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work, but we tried. Alright, what about here? We're gonna advance, we're gonna push them back a little bit. Here they got a lot of divisions, but I think that we can still advance as well, because we got even more divisions. There you go, Bergbau in Deutschland is done with in February. I'm gonna have to increase the popularity of the party if you want them to be elected. So we got Bergbau in Deutschland. We're gonna move on with expand oil and gas sector. Wait, and I wanted to increase popularity. Reduce autonomy, no. Yeah, they got only 8%. Let's see how much can we increase it. 10, 12, 13, I think that's max, 12.3. Yeah, that is maximum that we can increase, 12.3. Unfortunately, this is very little. But what can we do? We cannot do anything. Now here, we're still able to defend. They got so many divisions. Even though Omani are having like 20 divisions or so. So we're gonna be able to launch our invasion with our marines. Which is great. Now, I cannot launch a counteroffensive here. This is just too dangerous. And I want to do, however, something else. I want to send reinforcements. Let's send this Austrian reinforcement unit. They are good. All of them are good. Each and every division is good. Even Russian divisions are good. It's only that I don't know where exactly can I find the Russian divisions. It must be somewhere. Unassigned. We got many unassigned, of course. Yeah, there you go. There they are. There they are. We got also some tank Russian divisions. Many tank Russian divisions that we're gonna use because we got good relationship with Russia. And I mean, why not sending them? Also, this Sevastopol division, right? 6,000 man T-14 tanks. They are very powerful Russian divisions. Because Russia is still a puppet state now. They didn't manage. Are they sovereign economy? They are not. They got again 15 divisions. Yeah, let's ask for another 2 divisions, although our expenses are also increasing. Let me just publish some money because otherwise we're not gonna do any good here. 4,000, this is great. This is gonna be helpful. 56, let's just upgrade also these dudes here. Panzer expert, ambusher. Okay, 41. Same thing. Camouflage expert, damage reduction against chaos, air superiority bonus. Camouflage is actually alright. That's okay with me. And 2 more days. They are counterattacking us relentlessly. But I think that we're gonna let them counterattack. I don't mind if they are counterattacking. Important is they're not gonna push through here because they got so many divisions, so many special forces and stuff like that. They could actually push us back. Now I could go on and try to pull them out here with these units in order to break their advancement. Not sure if this is going to work, but we will try. Now, as you can see here, it helps a little bit. It's a very difficult situation here. They might pull us back with those powerful tanks, and now it's time to open up a new front line. Right, now we could actually move forward here as well with our tanks and everything in order to be able to advance fast. I think that our troops are attacking almost everywhere. Just almost. And we took this. This one is ours. Now we got the Raider. Here we are defending very well, but we still cannot attack. And now I think it's time to launch the attack with our Marines in order to open up a new front line. Let's go on. Let's hurry up. I'm not sure how exactly can they attack here. But, come on. Right, we're just gonna try to push forward anyway with our Marines. And I'm gonna send another new army. I have to be careful because there is a breach here. I'm not sure whether it is to these NATO units or to these guys here. So what do you guys think that we should do here? Shall we just leave and take the risk or not? Because wait, in fact I can see this if you're gonna try to attack right here. No, as you can see it's not working, but if you're gonna try to move down here, state owner US. Let me just move only 1 unit. What kind of move is that? Whatever, he's gonna move, now he's out or something. Whatever, he's gonna remove. He's gonna come back. It's not gonna be a problem. They are desperately trying to break through with their tanks here. That's incredible. That's a great strategy from the AI right now. And they are trying to attack everywhere. Every single place. Let's just try to take this territory, because I think this is an important territory. So I just want to tackle with only one special force unit. Of course, they are trying to break us. We are in March 2029. The elections are coming. Vatican, alright. But I think that we're gonna break them now. Now let me keep an eye on the Marines, because I don't want to lose them here. Oh yes, they are attacking. I knew that they could attack, but how is that even possible? Because I thought that this is not gonna be possible. The problem is that we're gonna move forward. The Marines will leave the port or not. We also got a battle here. Yeah, they can break through. But how is that even possible? Because I was trying. Luckily, they're not gonna be able to break them, and they attacked too early. So I managed to realize that how dangerous this could be. It's unbelievable. Yeah, unfortunately, our advancement is not working as I was hoping for. I was hoping that it's gonna work. These troops are moving everywhere. Right, let's just clean this area in the meantime. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Marines, because I don't want to get encircled. Although, I think they just did this too early. They are keep attacking, but they're not gonna make it. Okay, now as you can see, all the Marines will just move, which is a big mistake. They should just arrive here. Why aren't they arriving here? So they can attack, but we cannot attack. And if we're gonna leave, they're gonna encircle us. And of course, I'm not gonna let that happen. Right, so you guys will stay here, and that's it. You're not gonna move out of here. They cannot attack here. I don't understand. So the enemy can attack, but we cannot attack. This must be another one of those stupid bugs. So anyway, I'm just gonna focus, and here it seems to be impossible to attack. Here, since they're gonna move forward somehow. Okay, let's just send some reinforcements. I think I might have to send some reinforcements here, because otherwise we're not gonna make it. We are able to advance, but this is not... Alright, let's finish them off here anyway. We're just gonna try to pull them back with everything we can. Gonna have to increase our... Okay, so we managed to defend here a little bit, but we're having less and less troops. I would definitely have to send more troops here before it's gonna be too late. I must do that. It says that here we could also launch some attacks. Well, frankly, they got a lot of units, a lot of divisions. Okay, we have sunk a big amount of troops. Right, they're just counter-attacking, but they're not making it. I should also send another army here. So there are a few things I must do. And we have armies. I mean, come on, I cannot say that we don't have armies, right? This guy's in Odessa. Or in Germany. What about these dudes? Oh yes, let's send this dude here. That's a good idea. Let me just send this dude in here in order to open up a new front line, and you will move in the south, in this area, because you're gonna need to take all this area here. Of course, we are at war with these guys as well, and the Marines will just stay where they are. They're gonna try to defend with everything they got. In fact, they're gonna send some reinforcement, because we don't really need that many Marines in here. Right, the Americans have also brought some divisions, but come on, we don't need them. In the meantime, and I also wanted to send some units here before they're gonna break. This is also what I had in mind. We're gonna use all of Bundeswehr divisions We're not gonna leave any troops at home. I, however, have an idea. I'm gonna send this dude in Bundeswehr. He's gonna take part of these units. He's just guarding France. Doesn't need to guard France. They are Marines. Let's have them arrive in this area. They just gonna need to guard only this tiny front. And in case they're gonna launch an offensive, take only this coast, nothing else. They should arrive in time. In the meantime, let's focus on our offensive in Arabia. Yeah, I think that we're moving forward anyway. Wait a minute, there is another territory they have here. Let's take it. These guys are having 10%. They're not going to be elected. No matter what am I going to do? Main theme of Hearts of Fire. What a nice song. So, theoretically, we could take them out here as well. Let me just attack with the tanks, because the tanks are very important. And as you can see, they might pull us back a little bit from place to place, but we gotta pull them back as well. Yeah, they are desperately attacking here. They got so many divisions. I hope they're not gonna be able to break us. Who's that? Okay, so they are receiving some reinforcement then. And they are also trying to break us here, and they might try to break us here as well. Italy asks for a bailout. 50 billions. Shall we? Yeah, let's give them. This will increase the relationship with Italy. That's all right. And we have another naval battle here, but they cannot mess with our army. This one can have 22 divisions. Am I see that right? Okay, let me do this. This one 36, this one 30, but no. This one 22, this one 18. So let me just send, hang on a second, I want to send another Russian divisions, because we've got plenty of Russian divisions, and they seem to be powerful, they seem to be strong. Also this Spetsnaz division, that is good. And I want to send another one, also, which is unassigned to this man. And we could also send some marine divisions, but they are not marine divisions. I think they are airborne, right? Yeah, airborne. So airborne could be sent to these guys here. I say artillery is not artillery, basically. Wait a minute. So I was looking for some marines. Yeah, let's send them. Marine. These are our divisions. These are German divisions. That's why they are also elite special forces, only with German equipment, almost exclusively. Now, the storm that is gonna come on Arabia is incredible. The troops that we're sending are the best. We can definitely rely on them. Now, let me check if we can move forward. You see that we're gonna take this tiny territory. Now here they are counterattacking everything they got. We could basically move forward here as well in these two areas. Right, so we could just push them back a little bit more. It seems that it works. And we're gonna receive reinforcements here very soon. These guys are trying to defend themselves alone, and they are doing fine. Or not. It seems they gotta take this territory back. That's incredible. Simply because they got so many divisions. And they're gonna also take this. Let me just send some more marines here to defend. I think they're attacking with how many? Yeah, a lot of divisions. This is their last struggle. Here we're also gonna have to wait a little bit. Right, these guys are very powerful, but Muslim Sudan have decided not to enter war yet. But when do we have elections? In April, alright, in April. So we just have a little bit of time. I want to influence that party as much as I can. Very important. So they got, yeah, they didn't make it. Now they are special forces. They are trying to advance a lot, but they're not gonna make it. Okay, I'm gonna launch an offensive down here and take the risk. Trying to move forward. Where else can we move forward? We can move forward here. It's very easy. So let's do it. Even if you're gonna take attrition, I mean, we're gonna definitely take attrition, but we can still move forward. Let's just take also, there is a town here important that we're gonna have to take now. And very soon it's going to be over. Very, very soon. All of these nations will surrender. Let me just check again. And we can attack them with marines. Through amphibious type of attack. Well-planned attack. There you go. It might not work, but if it works, we're gonna move forward. Backdoor access to Saudi Arabia, Pakistan has been achieved. I'm gonna use, of course, again Saudi Arabia. This is going to give us a 30 days very important bonus against them. No, let's see what else is going on. They are attacking like crazy here. I think they're using also a lot of equipment and manpower, honestly. And more forces are arriving here. I would prefer to defend more this territory, but it seems that it's not working somehow. Or is not possible. Okay, here we can also move forward and capture this territory, which is also seen to be important. Close to the border with Iraq. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna also capture an airfield. And I said that we're gonna keep it for now. Important, of course, is that we're gonna move forward. What do we got here? Alright, cool. Just a few units, we're gonna have to try to push them back. The more units you have, the better. As you can see, we're gonna also take this territory here, perhaps. They got no commander. Soon we're gonna unite our front lines. And this will be even better. Okay, here they're gonna move forward as well. This is not good. But I don't have enough troops to launch a counterattack. They have taken up anyway a lot of divisions. I could have chosen to invade them somewhere else. But I guess that this is not what I want to do now. Right, counterattack here. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to defeat us. Let's see what is gonna happen. Oh yes, we're gonna move forward almost everywhere. And we're gonna move forward with the marines here too, which means that we're gonna be able to get in here. We're gonna need to leave a unit down here in this port before that, and we took it. Bahrain. Bahrain, where is Bahrain? Is this Bahrain? Perhaps. Right, we got 4 divisions here. I'm gonna send one in a port so that the port is not gonna be taken. And we have taken this, which has a huge port, by the way. Maybe we're gonna be able to move with our marines farther. Okay, so they are definitely trying to take us out. Now we launch an offensive, get closer to Riyadh. Even if we're taking massive attrition here. These guys will move forward anyway. And we could also launch an offensive with everything we've got. Isn't that even if we're taking attrition, we're gonna move forward? This is just wonderful. They are attacking here. I'm gonna risk an attack with 2 units. And try to encircle them. And here comes the reinforcements. And this is going to be over. Riyadh, they are attacking from Riyadh. And they are still struggling to take this tiny territory here. Massive counterattack here as well. Bahrain capitulated, but our troops managed to arrive here. And I think that we're gonna move. This is Qatar, okay. Bahrain was, I think it's tiny territory, it was here, I think. That's why we managed to capture their units. Alright, as you can see, they are almost doomed. Our troops are moving forward everywhere. They are running out of supplies. As for a bailout, yeah, let's give them a bailout. Let's give them a bailout. I think they're gonna pull our marines back here. Now this looks very strange in my opinion, because this was not supposed to... Oh, they managed to capture here this territory as well. They send the special forces and some other forces to attack. They're gonna send a lot of divisions here, but I think that we might be able to resist. And we're sinking in with more of their fleets, but they got so many fleets down there. This is just insane. And I want to send some troops there to defend the port. We'd easily take them out as well here. We got 2 units that will arrive. Let's just get closer anyway. Even if they are counter-attacking everywhere. Okay, let's take the risk and attack there. We got anyway plenty of troops that are moving forward. All we can do is to put some more pressure on them as well. That is the most important. Russian Soviet state may become free. But I cannot influence them now because I need that because of the elections. Focus on domestic brand car. Because we get elections in just a few days and I want to increase even more the popularity of this party. Up to 12.5. That's the best I can get. That's a shame, but that's the best I can get. Come on, where are we? Let's see. Yeah, so we managed to recapture this territory. This is good. Now to launch a massive attack from here in order to move forward. They have decided not to attack anymore. We're gonna try to break through anyway. So we got 3 divisions there and we got some marines. Let's try to push them back. As well as here in order to break them in 2, right? So we're gonna try to break them in many parts right here. And if you're gonna break them in 2, we're gonna encircle all these divisions. This is going to be nice, I guess. 70%. Yeah, they are counterattacking relentlessly. But we have 17 divisions attacking 8 that are firmly entrenched. I think they got no chance at all. Yeah, so all these dudes here are absolutely encircled. Now, all of you can move forward now. Yeah, it didn't work, of course. It just didn't work. Right, let's just move them closer because we're gonna have to make sure that they're gonna get out of here and we're gonna possibly encircle their capital. That would be something. And it seems that we move forward here as well. Right, I want you to move down here. There you go, in Bahrain. And keep it under our control. And then from here we're gonna have to move forward as well. Here we're also able to defend. And they are well supplied yet still, but this is not gonna last much. Not gonna last long. We are respecting the oil and gas sector. This is gonna give us some bonuses. Opinion of industrial conglomerates changed by 5. This was here. Of course, gonna go domestic oil production. I mean, I can already make the choice here. Domestic independence gained by 5. So 17 days revealed on Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, but we don't need that right now. Alright, let's see how the battle here will work. They're sending more and more troops to defend their capital, but it seems that we managed to capture their capital, by the way. And that is absolutely great. Counterattacks everywhere. Soon they're gonna run out of supplies if we're gonna just wait a little bit. It's going to happen. Alright, so the troops are in place. Now with these marines we can go and take their capital. Except with 2 marine divisions that want them to stay fit and not move. What did just happen? He just lost. Alright, it worked. And now in April we're gonna have elections. Vatican City influence 43. And I think these guys should just abandon their campaign. I mean, they are encircled basically. Can we just launch an attack? Wait a minute. Here? Yes, we can. Okay, so they are trying to attack us, but soon they're gonna run out of supplies, so they're not gonna be able to do anything. We can possibly pull them back, or I can wait a little bit to see what exactly they're gonna do. And no, they still have some territory up there. Let's just send. Wait a minute, they got 3 divisions, but they are encircled, which means that theoretically we could take them out. They still got some ships. Here it doesn't work. We cannot attack them. They have way too many units. Here the same, and here the same. Of course, they are encircled. That's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna try to break them, even if it's a little bit dangerous. Now let's influence, because we've got elections 9.5. Why we cannot do it? More political power than 99, but we do have more than 99. 11.5. Alright. Not sure if we're gonna increase the chances too much, by the way. But we'll try to do our best. Here they got 3 divisions. Also difficult to attack. Here they got also 3. And we've got a lot of divisions. And here they got, I think, also 3. Yeah, let's try to take this town, because this is important. It looks good. I see that we took it. So moving closer and closer. Alright, let's move forward then. And soon gonna try to take them out in here, taking by from 2 sides. This is going to be important. And let's see if you're gonna be able to encircle them here, because I think that I was on my way to encircle even more of their troops. Some of our troops are being pulled back, by the way. They got a lot of troops at their capital. And we make it. We just move forward. Now, we can move down here. Yeah, and try to encircle these units. They got a lot of divisions out there. And we did it. And now time to attack them. Also with a unit of Marines and with 2 units of Marines, we're gonna have to take their 9 divisions. Okay, we did it. Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. You guys... Okay, and we took this port as well. And we're gonna try to pull them back here. This is what we should do now. Okay, you're gonna attack directly. And also try to pull them back. Maybe you're gonna encircle all these units here as well. Because they got no passage right through Yemen. In fact, I think they were at war with Yemen at one point. This is not gonna bring anything. Forget it, just don't attack anymore. You got no chances yet. I want to wipe out all these divisions before we're gonna do something else. And another tank division, so they got 4. Let's go for that. Good. Good job. VHLS. Let's see what else can we research here. And here we are almost done. What about regarding industry? Let's see what we got. 900 days. Yeah, this one is good. Electrified freight solutions. 370. Fuel consumption factor. We should gain more fuel up there. 505,000. Daily consumption almost 200,000. That is enormous. And as you can see, we can push them back now. One by one. Which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some pressure on them, push them back. They are trying to break this, is not going to work. Let's try to take them there. Yeah, looks much better now. Looks much better. Our troops are getting into position. Here we have also encircled them, and we're talking about a lot of their divisions. Now that we move forward, let's just move forward for good. Very well. What's that? We got elections. Not yet. Mozambique. Ah, okay, let's do some job with Mozambique here. Yes, it worked. So these guys are also encircled. Now we're not gonna need to waste time, and we're just gonna start attacking them. However, not everywhere, but only in... Alright, cool. And... good, very well. Now we're just gonna jump on them. And you guys can go there wherever you want to. But this encirclement was really, really good. Now they still got some territory, they still got the resources, they got almost everything. And if you're gonna try to attack them here, it may not work. But if you're gonna attack them here, we're gonna break their stuff. They got only 4 divisions or so. But I don't even know how many divisions I have there. Best way to attack with the Marines would be up there. Whatever, you know what? Let me just get rid of them in here. Attack them from everywhere. 62, yeah, they got many divisions, but they are running out of supplies because of our massive attacks. Here, as you can see, we're done. There are some troops that have nothing to do now, which is good. I like that. In fact, I'm gonna send them in a port here in order to defend the port. Defending the port is a good thing to do. And these guys are not fighting, but they will be taken out in case that we're gonna decide a peace. In fact, we can decide to take their capital right away. But first I want to, before we're gonna surrender... No, you know what? Let's take their capital. I do not care about their surrender. I want a massive old-style attack on their capital with everything we've got. I want also a marine. Let's see. 74. They got 9 divisions. It's difficult, but we are taking them out because our attack is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely huge. Right, so as you can see, we have taken them out. Now, let's do the same thing. All kind of attack right here. Push them back. Yeah, 14 divisions. Election campaign. Okay, let me just increase the popularity of our main party. But come on, man, this is so annoying. 11.6. We cannot do too much, can we? I need to have at least 100. What about here? Let's just attack them here as well. 67. And what about their capital? Did we take their capital? We will, I guess. And I think that we will. Let's see. My god, it's all over, and we can annex basically all of Arabia, including, but not Sudan. Sudan, since that they didn't join the party, they're gonna remain like that, and we are the only one to take all of Arabia. And I think I'm gonna take it because they got a lot of oil. We're just gonna make European Union bigger and bigger again. Muscat. Okay, so we're gonna annex all of it. All of Arabia. I hope that I haven't forgot anything. Let me just check again. In fact, I could have done it easier. No, we're gonna take we're just gonna take everything. Hang on a second. And Sudan, what's going on with Sudan? They are independent, but I cannot justify war goal against them and nothing. So now, as you can see, United States of Europe have expanded into Arabia, and now we are growing stronger. We've annexed almost everything here. Now we should just be a lot stronger. We have more factories, more industry, 183, more territory, more everything. And what I want, Russian can become free. Iran can become free after all this madness. The problem is Russia that they're gonna remain part of NATO. If they're gonna become free, they're gonna have some real problems. They have claimed our territory, violated our allies' territorial sovereignty. And different outlook. I guess Pakistan. I could just wait then. Because we might go towards Pakistan as well. We should just wait. Even if Iran will become free. And I think that we have increased war tension a lot. But this is good. War tension needs to be high if you want to do something here. The problem is that also, I mean, take a look how NATO looks like. It's just enormous. And if you're gonna get ourselves out of NATO, we could still attack Sweden and these countries that are not part of European Union. Serbia is also not part, and Slovenia also not part of NATO. But the other countries are part of NATO, including Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is free. There are of course some nations that would like to join the war. Let's see how many divisions do we have now. I hope that 793, because you also got some troops from Russia. Let's see if we can build up a new government, for example. If you're gonna be to do that. Okay, attack the nationalists, change the popularity of nationalists, attack the Grune, refrain from attacking anyone, no effect, attack negative attacks against Grune fail, non-alignment -6%. Let's do this. Martin Schulz will attack someone. And in Levant, we've got, what do we got here? Bases in very low supply. But which bases? We don't have no bases. Low supply here as well. Why? Why do we have low supply here? Because we need to build some infrastructure, or why? Will be some network infrastructure somewhere. Here, statewide defensive, local supplies, and network infrastructure as well. Here. Productivity and such. And ports. This is maximum, perhaps. We're gonna build along the coast a network with Iran and some supply hubs wherever we can do that. In Kyrgyzstan. Good. Now our troops are not taking any attrition here in Arabia as well. We've annexed a lot. And we should also start making money again, because we are not at war with anyone. Come on, 235. This is good. I'm not sure how much. We're doing this because we are having new territory and we're taxing new population and such. 11%. Now let's see what's gonna happen after this election then. We're in April 2029 and things are moving forward. Will something happen here? Yeah, unfortunately, some nations might become free. Okay, let me just check. Okay, we got a big influence on Vatican for now. I want to increase administrative spending, but as I said, I'm not gonna do it just yet.
Regarding the riots in London and throughout cities in the country, the Prime Minister has visited one of the worst hit areas overnight in Croydon in South London.
40% Party of European Socialists. That is unbelievable. Martin Schulz coalition re-elected. Form new government. Yeah, I will try to form new government.
Metropolitan Police have described the riots as the worst in current memory. They first fled after a peaceful protest.
Give up. Alliance of Autocrats will try instead. Green Party. Invite Alliance of or invite European People's Party. EPP. But we don't have this. Invite EFD and Direct Democracy. I'm gonna give up. See what's gonna have this. Gonna have it. And we're gonna invite these guys as well. But we got 31%. Who else can we invite? Invite these guys. We'll come on board, and we're almost there. But unfortunately, we cannot invite anyone else. There is a big problem. We're almost there. 4% more. I was saying that this kind of shit might happen. We cannot invite anyone else. And we cannot increase the popularity. We could give up again to the socialists. They're gonna get re-elected no matter what. We'll try instead, but this is what I'm gonna do. This is what's happening right now. Welfare, economic intervention. The provisional government of British overseas territory of St. Helena, Ascension, and Tristan. After a long and concerted effort to improve cooperation between our occupation forces and local, we are now ready to put control back into the hands of local government. Nope. No. No. What is the matter? They are trying to they're trying to break free or what? But they didn't make it. Peaceful diplomacy, global intervention has been removed. What else has been removed here? We have a lot of ideas that have been removed somehow. And who's that in power? Left-wing radical. Domestic oil production. Yeah, but we can still not research these trees here, so this is nothing has been achieved. Yeah, well, we are still a power anyway. I mean, even if you're gonna leave NATO, I think we could take NATO out. We're gonna, of course, have to fight Iran and many other nations, and we have, of course, the armies to do so. We're gonna put up a new general here. Make our armies a little bit bigger. But this one is can have 22. Slovakia and Macedonia. Yeah, let's do this non-aggression pact, whatever. They're increasing the lease money very fast. And we're not going to be able to form a new government if we're not going to form a new government. Why can't we do it? We cannot invite Green Party and so on. Man, this was so close. Absolutely so close. They had 10%. Just a little bit more. Everything would have changed. I think their popularity is also not going to change, honestly. Okay, whatever. So after the war, we might have some fleets that we want to send back. But how can we do that? We're gonna press on hold, or... Shift and right click to remove region. To cancel mission and move to location. But I don't want them to move. Shift and right click to remove region. Alright. And now they're gonna move to bases, right? So I'm not gonna see any fleet around here. Good, all of our fleet is now in Asia Minor. But not only. They're gonna move back. And they're gonna move back as well. Alright, cool. And we got some planes that we're also not gonna need. Alright, so they're gonna move back to... and now we shouldn't really consume too much fuel. Only 13,000. There was a nice war, a huge war with Arabians, but that was a good one. What the fuck? Alright, so I think that we have a relatively good army. But of course the main question remains, what are we going to do? I think I'm gonna have to give up and leave these guys to form the new government, because it's just not gonna work otherwise. It is just very unfortunate, but it didn't work. Coalition consists of European freedom of democracy. If you can remove them and them, we can only invite them. I mean, it's just not gonna work. I think we should just give up, because it's not gonna work. We're gonna lose even more political power if we're gonna make new invitations. We're gonna have again minus 322. And we're still gonna have 4%. Our threshold of 3% makes parties that got fewer votes than this ineligible. Yeah, we're gonna also have to decrease threshold. That is true. I should just do that. Absolutely. Because I cannot invite them. I don't understand why. It would be so easy. I mean, one of these. European Green Party and Pirate Party. Has the technocrat trait. All the formats be true. Is the largest party in the United States of Europe. Is the second party. But unfortunately we cannot do this, and I guess I'm just gonna have to move forward like that. Because I don't want to give up for the new government. If it's not gonna happen, we're gonna have minus 500. And we got a lot more influence in Vatican City. Labor union demand pay increase, side with the businesses. Another political party minus 100. But if you're gonna go neither, we're gonna get more political parties. Is what we're gonna need now. Now, unfortunately, we're gonna make less money because remove and remove. Yeah, it's just not working. We're not gonna be able to make it. Full new government failed. And who... Also, they are the Alliance of the Autocrats, but they haven't formed any new party. Next elections, April 2023. Domestic oil production. Let's see what can we do. After we have failed to form a new government. We cannot recruit here. We're gonna need the EFDD in power, or now the people in power, the NP. And it didn't work. Now I'd like to move on and increase national oil reserves, but maybe there will be something more interesting to do than that. And of course it is. If I'm gonna move here, we can increase our interventionism in Persia or in India and Pakistan. First of all, Pakistan, of course. Although we do have some other, I think, Asian westernization. This is also interesting. You can also choose a palace for them. We should have a casus belli or so. For example, on Jordan. We could choose that. Or on Lebanon. No, I said we don't have. Because of that Western... Oh, actually we do have. If you're gonna take a look here... Although I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the government. Westernization in Iraq, gain annex war goal against Iraq. So we could do this all over the place. Also Yemen and Kuwait, Jordan and Kurdistan, although it seems that they might also join NATO if you're gonna do this. Just as Kurdistan did, they join NATO, right? And with NATO, I think maybe you could disband it like completely. Can we do this? Manage territories. And subject's view. Russia can break free. And so Iran. Oh, we cannot disband this. Dismantle. NATO can be dismantled. Faction leader may only leave a faction containing only itself with puppets. Right, so that means that if I'm gonna leave NATO now, together with Russia, or I can choose to stay. But you know, I'm playing democratic for such a long time, so I'm just gonna choose to stay, and that's it. Right, let's choose a palace here. I'm gonna choose to stay. Let me just pay also backdoor to China. Okay, now I'm gonna use this because it's gonna give us a bonus on spying, early spying. And let's also pay our debt back as much as we can right away. Now we got only 2,000, so soon we're gonna have 0 debt. This is gonna give us a better interest rate and more money maybe. Yeah, so as you can see, we're already start making some money. India and Pakistan. And we failed to choose a government, but what exactly happened? Who's now in government now? Left-wing radical. Is this? Yeah, this is the Alliance of Autocrats. They are in power now. We'll see what's gonna happen by next elections. I can of course try to support this, but I think that soon we're gonna have another party. We're gonna have a nationalist party or so. Maybe we're gonna be able to also declare war, because maybe we're not gonna be, you know, like typical democracy. It's gonna be an atypical democracy maybe. So in July 2029, now after 4 years, we're gonna have new elections. Not sure what exactly is gonna happen next. It just seems that the Alliance of Autocrats are having a bigger popularity now, although it seems that the Socialists are still increasing. I'm not sure what kind of hidden bonuses they have. Modern satellite internet access, this is also good. 500 days. 900 days. No, it takes too much. 700. But I think that with this 500 days, maybe I should move on. This technology. $400 days is good. You know what? Yeah, let's go on with future special forces because it can give us some extraordinary bonuses. We're gonna also use some of our experience, absolutely. And I'm not quite sure what exactly happened. What exactly happened to forming a new government? We managed to form a new government. It wasn't the best way, but it worked somehow. We're gonna build fortification in Lower Saxony and Bayern, all over the place where we can. And we should just move forward to increase NATO even more. Basically, our purpose is to take on Pakistan and India. And China. And Japan. It's gonna be difficult to take out Japan, of course. Wait a minute, let's see what they do. Maybe not that difficult. Oh, they got so little divisions, we could invade them right away from Russia. And also make them our puppet state. We could gain annex Casus Belli on them. Of course, many of these states will break free, including Russia. I don't think I can do something to stop us. I don't even have political power. Our only influence is in here, where we could possibly annex, give economic aid. Give some aid. Rejects. Military aid. Rejects. Yeah, that's why we didn't increase our influence, because they don't need our help. They just don't want to have it. Yeah, the AFDD is still going down. Yeah, let's shut it down. Let's see what is the situation here. They're both active. The leftists are active, although we have medium spending. And these guys too. But I think that it's going to be better with them. I think we're gonna have them under control very soon. And we got large military spending. We could make it even larger. So we got a new type of battleship that we could upgrade, and I am going to upgrade it. Let's see what else do we have here. Maybe we should go with the medical nano robots. Although it's going to take a lot, but I think it's worth it. And we got new type of battleship and battlecruiser 2020. So we're gonna build up some battleship and battlecruiser. And we got a lot of projects down here. Let's see how we're doing with ships, because I think we got a lot anyway. Many of them are not even active, not being active and such. Listen to this, man. This one I think is having, yeah, it's having a lot. And we should also send some ships to this guy. Oh yeah, this is a big amount of ships there. Docked in Niedersachsen. Okay. Isn't he in Hamburg then? He doesn't really need to stay there. And now we have a big amount of ships down here. And he's got only one fleet. Consisted of frigates and corvettes. Well, I guess that's all right. This one is having the biggest fleet. They are repairing in Suez because they have taken some damages. But I don't think they managed to sink not a single ship. No assigned region. Well, who cares? There are just too many. Let's choose a palace then. Political power 100. Alright, so I guess we needed that. And let's see if we have chosen. We're gonna choose a palace. A new palace. Moves capital to Brussels. So we're gonna build basically a new palace. Moves capital to Ile-de-France. Moves capital to Bayern. Moves capital to Lazio, to Madrid, to Buckingham, to London, or to Niederösterreich, Hofburg, or to Berlin, the Sanssouci. Yeah, let's do this. Before we're gonna launch the coronation stuff. They are taking a little bit of attrition, but I don't think that the losses are big. We have captured so much equipment after the last battles. Take a look at this. We got so much equipment. We're just gonna need more self-propelled AI, I think, and more civilian trains and transport helicopters. More hypersonic cruise missile, light fighters. Basically, I think we have all type and kind of equipment. Let's send these troops out of the area where we're taking a lot of attrition then. Because attrition is something that we do not need. And our territory is indeed big, but it could be even bigger. We're also making a little bit more manpower. We don't have mandatory service, we don't even need it. In fact, we could go with the voluntary service. Because we're still gonna have recruited population. It's just the wage multiplier is going to be increased. I think this might be a big problem. But we're gonna have a bonus regarding experience and attack. pro-Russian. Industrial conglomerate is 20, industrial conglomerate is 10, so we don't need both of them. And level of independence is huge. I'm gonna also westernize some other nations, but I'm not gonna be ready yet to launch another war. We should, I think, just wait. And of course, we're gonna move our capital back to Berlin. We just moved it to Brussels for the time being, but it's going to be moved to Berlin. Let's go on. Can we build something in Berlin? Anything else left to build? Some radar stations, maybe. No, actually, this is network infrastructure. Yeah, we have some radar stations as well. Shorad missiles. And this. And renewable energy. Strategic fuel reserve as well. Fossil fuel power plant and missile launch. Of course, also an office sector and agriculture sector. Statewide infrastructure. Now, got this everywhere. This is going to give us more local supplies and some other bonuses. So I think it's something very important that we should go for. We should just build it like almost everywhere. It's only one per territory if you're gonna take a look here. Also in Madrid. And then some ports. More supply hubs. Supply hubs are very important. And see that we got them almost everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't seem that there is anywhere else where we can build this. No, we're just gonna leave it. But anyway, we got all the projects. If you're gonna take a look, we got so many projects, and we are starting not to have too many factories because we are buying a lot of fossil fuels. We're buying a lot of fossil fuels. Russia take our influence in Georgia. Cultural events. That's okay. We're in September 2029 and we're heading towards the end of this campaign. It is anyway a great campaign. I'd like to continue it. We still got some states to pacify. We're not gonna be able to expand too much as I wanted to pacify all over the world. In Algeria, we could justify war goal against Niger. Now this is interesting, but how can we attack it? And also against Nigeria, how is that even possible then? Did they manage to cause war tension? Oh, I think it is because we have the autocrats in power. Now that is something. Let's see, can we do this everywhere? Now this is a nicer... Yes, against China, except China. We can declare war goal on country with the same ideology group without the war goal. Oh, because we are the same ideology group, Communist Party. That is the problem. Non-aligned outlook. So against China, it's not working. At least yet. But against Japan, against many other nations, and we can just pacify all of them. And become United States of Europe, just even bigger, even stronger. What about here? We can also justify against Sweden. Wow, that is great. And against Slovenia, against Serbia. Except for the NATO states, of course. Against Morocco. Well, that is somehow interesting, I have to say. Didn't expect this. Also against Hungary, which also doesn't seem to... But not against Slovakia, because Slovakia are also nationalists. Although we are part of NATO, we are at the umbrella of NATO, and we cannot... we are also the leader of NATO, but we cannot influence that. Suez Canal Authority. Well, this is something new. Additional income, construction speed. Deutsche Bahn modifier. Did the Russians manage to... No, they did not become free yet, but I think they might become free. That's why in the future wars, I think that I should go and annex if you really want to do something, because having puppet state, they will become free. They will remain in our alliance. They're gonna become NATO members, and we're not gonna be able to attack them. Except if I'm gonna take the decision to get out of NATO and attack them after that. But we could attack, for example, Bulgaria, we could have Macedonia, Serbia. We can unify all of Europe. Before we're gonna do this, we have the possibility to westernize all these nations, which means that we'll basically force them to enter NATO alliance, or otherwise we're gonna declare war on them. And I think they're gonna enter the alliance. Alright, so we got now cruiser hull. 532 days and 29. We're gonna go on with this type of satellite. Let's create a better type of cruiser hull if we can. No, I think they are updated already at maximum. That's alright, let's create them. Just create 5 of them because you got anyway a lot of ships. And a new fleet is putting up together. Correct, foreign influence, but there is no foreign influence. And our favorite party is again going down. Alliance for Peace and Freedom Fascism. But what we're looking for here... First of all, let's decrease threshold to 2%. Yeah, these guys have 4.4, European Union. We should also look for, I think... Here, now the people, but they got 0. So I think the biggest chances are this guy, Europe of Freedom and Direct Democracy, that we're gonna try to put in power in 2033 in April. Because they got 4.4, they're going down, but I think that we might have some better chances next time. We also decreased the election threshold, so we got a new palace. Now we just need to declare or to elect the Kaiser. So we're gonna have coronation, and then we're gonna go with the imperial crown. Against friendly monarchy. The Emperor will continue the legacy of the Holy Roman Empire. Nationalist outlook becomes the ruling party. Public elections will be held. Politics change. Change of nationalists. The new emperor is crowned. And the Holy Roman Empire. We're gonna do this, but later. Now let me just focus here. We're gonna go with Indian westernization or Asian westernization. Or Operation Unthinkable against Russia. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to declare war on Russia because they are our puppet states. So now this is not gonna bring anything, and also not against. Not against Persia. We'd go with Asia westernization. This will give us war goal against China, Korea, Japan, and Taiwan, or against India. Against India is also something that I will have to do anyway. So let's do it. And then we're gonna have to choose our strategy next, because I want to expand, and I want to expand fast. As you can see, we can also pay our debt back, and we're still gonna have 60 billion cash. And now everything that we're gonna make the money after unifying European Union, it's going to be very easy. What is this here? It's a land warfare facility. We got a lot of facilities, research facilities. But the problem is that you don't need many other researchers, because the one we have are not working anyway. There is nothing else left to research. Had a huge productivity. We could also print money again. This will decrease our productivity a lot and income, as you can see, but it's not going to be that bad. In November 2029. Attracting private investors and fostering partnership with China are one of the bonds that we have, including the European spirit. This is what it's going to do here. If you're going to decrease to volunteer service, military wages is going to increase a lot, so I'm not going to do this mistake. Could increase actually the spending. That will increase our manpower, but we got 9 million and we're getting 16,000, so we also do not need that. We could increase bureaucracy. Absolutely. Bureaucracy is good. It's going to give us more political power. 8.89. And the rest, as you can see, we're investing at maximum. At a maximum level. We could also change this. We're going to need 2,700 political power. This is way too much. Industrial conglomerates. And Christian, yes, I don't think we can change something here. We can only invest our money a little bit into this party that we gonna try to grow. Let's help them out. Let's see how much are we gonna be able to increase their influence now. And that's it, 15%. But this is good. I mean, if I could have done this by the next election, that would have been incredible. AI-driven optimization and monitoring. 500 days. Yeah, let's go on with this type of satellite. And we're still making a good amount of manpower. This is really good. We're still building, I think. Yeah, we're building a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna continue expanding building as well. This is very important. And as I said, let's just choose the next strategy. It seems that these nations didn't manage to break free yet. Russia will do it. And we're only influencing Vatican. I don't want to influence Russia. I would like to keep Russia as a puppet state indeed. If we would increase our influence on them, we could, for example, target influence of China. Alright. Now they're gonna need a little bit more stuff to break free in Iran as well. And we have chosen a lot of political power. But I think they were doing enough political power, so this shouldn't be really a problem. And as I said, we should choose our strategy next. Who are we gonna force to enter to join our alliance? Now, if we're gonna go towards here, towards Jordan, let's see. They got a good relationship with Israel and US. This is historically accurate. Theoretically, if they wouldn't accept to enter NATO, we might be able to attack them here in these two areas. We could do this right away. But I could just wait a little bit until 2030, for example, because we have caused so much war tension. Of course, no one can attack us because we are a part of NATO and we are the strongest alliance. Right, I think that Egypt would also support us with some manpower. That is even better. They should increase our own manpower even more. Not to mention the equipment that we have. We have such a huge amount of equipment. That is really great. Now, at this campaign, at this level, and in this game, I repeat, I'm not a fan of puppet states because I think they're not going to bring anything. Simply because they're going to break free. They're going to be part of NATO, indeed. But it's not going to bring us anything. And they're going to break free no matter what. Such as these three states, look at them. Russia, Iraq and Iran. Kazakhstan managed to break free already. I didn't even see that coming, but they're still part of NATO. And if they're going to be part of NATO, it's not going to help us at all. We need to have them under our control, otherwise all the necessary effort is not going to bring anything. Right, what I could do is to decrease here the population tax to 39%. This might cost us a lot of money, but let's do it anyway. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost us, we'll see, I guess. $125,000. There's not a big problem. We could actually decrease the military spending or increase it. I mean, increase it, right? Because we got money. Here, I'm not gonna go with mandatory service at all. Globalized trade economy is gonna be much better. Right, that is all I can do. I mean, what else can we do with the money that we have? I don't have any other idea. I gotta still try to decrease taxes, especially for the population. That's for sure. From time to time, we're gonna also print some more money because we got no debt and we're only accumulating money. But I guess that will be all that I'm gonna do. And we are done here with the research. There is nothing else left to research. And we gotta go on with the nuclear reactor bonuses. Got a new type of bombers, let's call that. A new enrichment facility. Demand ACs. Yeah, let's demand Myanmar, otherwise gonna attack them. And we're making even more money somehow. I don't understand how. I just gonna to decrease. Let's just decrease the population taxes even more. Decreasing population tax is going to increase productivity or some in many other areas that we integrated into our empire. Indian westernization. BFE requested a larger budget in January 1st. Of course, we're gonna accept this. And let's just see what the situation here is. They are all active all over the place. The Salafists are unstable, but they are increasing. These budgets are increasing, so they're gonna be better. And we got Indian westernization. Now we're not gonna move forward with some other westernization stuff because we got enough casus belli against many other nations. And we're gonna expand, but not that fast. I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna go on also with Operation Unthinkable in Asian westernization as well. But not yet. Of course, the next is gonna be coronation. This is also gonna be good. We're gonna have a Kaiser. I didn't really plan initially to go through that path, but I think it's very interesting to follow it. And this is what we're gonna do. Alright, now let's get back in this area. See what we can do here. Alright, let's move on here regarding our Air Force, right? So we got reconnaissance, air superiority, and striking force development, air mission efficiency for Luftwaffe 5%, or air superiority. I think air superiority is much better, honestly. I just like this. We're gonna move all the way up here, establish simulation center, up to research requirements for Air Force. Improve radar capability. Eighth generation chance. Establish fight simulator center. Yeah, let's go on with that first. Russian Soviet National State, RSNS. It's synonym to USSR. But I think they are still about to break free. Now, oh, they got a lot of money, but they got no debt, and they also got some investment. They are doing extremely good. Nationalization of Western companies, and they still got elections. Yeah, they are motherland, emerging outlook. Right, let's attack. Target other influence. Let's do it. Target China. It's gonna cost us 100. Or Russia, domestic independence. This is even better. European influence in Russia. Russia by -1. Alright. That way, it's gonna become even harder for them to break free. It doesn't really seem so. A backdoor to North Korea. Myanmar accepted. But we're still making money here. Fuel refining, fuel gain per fossil fuel 10% more. Isn't that great? Let's see if we can do something else here then. 700 days, of course, is lasting is way too much. Yeah, let's go with the Vega X stuff. This is 2035 research, so we're way ahead of time with that. We also built everything. And let me just reduce the tax even more for the population. Oh yeah, 36. This is indeed a lot. As you can see, it's not a big toll on our income, which is just great. We got also a lot of bonuses, so that that's why we're making such a big income. Intervention army. Solid state supremacy. And we're back here. Oh wait, this is the Taurus prototype. 2045 perhaps, but it's gonna take only 500 days, so we're gonna go on with that. And we're still making a lot of money, although we have reduced the rates a lot, and we gotta reduce it even more. Let's see, what is the situation in Germany with the social stability? So we're doing good. We are a balanced society. This is exactly what I was looking for. Neither leading culture nor multiculturalism is the best what we can get. Georgia wants trade agreement. We do it also with India. United States influence is huge. Indians were having such a huge amount of divisions. Now they got, I think, 600 or 700. The US is having 87 only. And Mexicans are also having a lot. Let's see what our party is doing. 11% is doing much better now. Much better, but there are still the socialists that are so powerful. It's incredible. So we got the air superiority focus. This is also a positive thing. Air superiority focus. Where were we? Here. Yeah, let's go on here with improve fighter training in 42 days. We're just going to improve that. And we're in February 2030, which means that theoretically we could westernize some more nations, including Kurdistan. But wait. Wait, Kurdistan. I thought that... Yeah, they are part already. They are part of NATO. I mean, how can we westernize them again? Egypt, no, they're gonna stay under our control. Is a satellite of Kuwait. Now this is a new thing. This guy, this Egypt is a satellite of Italy. And this Egypt is a satellite of Kuwait. Interesting. National power salvation come to one state. I went 1st of March 2030. We've gained military factory technology, a bonus. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the campaign because I played enough, like 2 hours, 3 hours or so. 2 hours. So let's just save it and let's see the statistics. Exit to menu. Yeah, so as you can see, we are here. We are growing. Number of divisions, we got 794. Indians are having, oh my god, 652 divisions. Of course they are a big power, but like that. And the North Koreans, Mexicans, Venezuela, China is having only 100. So if we're gonna declare war on India, we're gonna do this at one point. Take a look at this, 652 divisions. They got more than we have. Whatever, it's gonna be so difficult to take out India. Gonna have to make a very good plan, but I think we're gonna be able to do it. In worst case scenario, we're gonna call all of NATO and we're gonna crush it. Right, so as you can see, we got the biggest fleet here, followed by China and the US and Vietnam. Number of planes, US is having the biggest number of planes. We don't have too many. Number of factories, we have the most number of factories, followed by China, US and India. So India is also having a big industrial capability. They got almost 300 civilian factories and 200 military factories, while we have almost 1,000 civilian factories and 318. And the territory, of course, we are leading as well. So anyway, I'm gonna end the recording here and I'm gonna play next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.